The following podcast has been rated Listener MA. It contains strong language, violence, adult situations, nudity. Listener discretion is advised.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Unfiltered Sportscast. I'm your host. My name is Scotty Gurman, a.k.a. Scottish Cheese. Alongside me, as usual, I have two excellent stand-up comedians from here in the Wichita area. First, the 1984 Kingman County T-Ball Defensive Player of the Year award winner, Mr. Jeremy Joseph.
What?
What?
What do you want?
Bueno.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I am good. Thanks.
Good. And also the wreck himself, Mr. Derek Alders.
What's up, Cheap Scott?
What's up, dude? You guys are gonna be probably running this show. I think
we do that all the time.
Yeah.
Not.
I
you
feel
and your
awful.
fucking coronavirus coming in.
If you look as bad as you must feel like shit.
I feel like shit.
Yeah, you must feel that way every week.
Every single day. But no, welcome to the Unfiltered Sportscast. This is a comedy podcast that we pretty much keep inappropriate jokes or make inappropriate jokes about the current events going on in sports.
And all your fucking mothers.
And like I was getting ready to say, this is an adult podcast, so if you don't like foul language or it makes you squeamish, Jeremy?
Suck my dick.
Both of them.
Yeah, exactly. So welcome into the show. I'm going to try to get through
Guess
as
which
best I
one's
can.
real?
Neither. Joke's on them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I know how much it hurts that you guys are going to probably have to listen to those guys talk, or Derek and Jeremy talk a lot more than I am because I don't feel well.
Why don't you go home?
Yeah,
Take the day out.
I know, right? But welcome in. If this is your first time, we appreciate it. If you are a current, or I can't even talk. If you're a consistent listener, do us a favor, share the podcast, share the stuff. You can also find us on the Unfiltered Sportscast on Facebook. Check us out, share our stuff, like our stuff. That helps us out a lot. But as we always do, we start with a what was going on with our lives in the last week, and we call it our week recap. Jeremy, how was your week, bud?
Real good, Scotty. Thanks for asking.
Do anything fun?
Yeah. Well, for most people in this country, the holidays, they usually start with Thanksgiving. They end New Year's Day. But we don't have a traditional household. I want to start by wishing everyone a Merry Lobster Fest. Because that's what we did. We went to Red Lobster.
Nice.
For Lobster Fest. I got the filet and lobster tail.
Yeah?
Like a motherfucker I did.
You always slay that tail.
I sure do. I got both my steak and lobster tail medium rare.
Nice.
Which is, I like my lobsters to still be pinching.
Sure, got it.
And
For sure.
And let's see, I found a really good deal on a brand new 12-inch.
Dildo. Congratulations.
Yeah.
I was saving that for later. Not the dildo, but the breaking the news. But no, a 12-inch compound sliding miter saw. So as soon as I figure out what the fuck it does, I'll be in real good shape. Let's see. What the hell else did I do?
Is the Christmas decorations finally down?
They are.
There you go.
For the most part.
Oh.
Out of the way enough anyway to where I was able to get back to doing a little exercise in my basement. I worked the fucking heavy bag yesterday.
You should not call your wife that.
Why?
Don't call her the heavy bag.
What should I call her?
By her name.
Just the bag? You're probably right. Yeah, that's probably that's what's keeping me from getting laid, I'm sure.
Yeah, I really worked the heavy bag last night.
Yeah.
That's what I call her, tits. Let me work the heavy bags, babe. Anyways, and then let's see. Yeah, I'm sore as a motherfucker today.
Nice.
And I think that's what made my nose bleed for about a half hour today.
Yeah?
Actually, that happens every year that the seasons start to change.
I was going to say the punching bag hit you back.
Uh-huh. Yeah, nice. I got a mean fucking punching bag. She knows karate.
Well, that's great.
That's what I did.
Congratulations.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And Mr. Derek, how was your week, dude?
Pretty good. I worked the heavy bag. I did all right. I didn't. You guys kind of know that I've been going through some issues with the old liver, and I decided to get a little revenge and told it to fuck off on for Thursday and Friday.
Nice.
So I kind of drowned it. And
Yeah.
made it fucking work. You know, fuck you, liver. Mm-hmm. And then today I was actually excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wendy's is now open for breakfast.
Oh, yay.
I heard that was select locations. Which ones?
Well, I ate Wendy's for breakfast today.
Yeah.
Yes, it was very good. However, most places are open for breakfast when I wake up at 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Right.
Got a
Well, yeah.
Baconator?
Yeah.
As long as there's bacon on it.
That is what I had. That I had a Baconator.
Sweet.
So, but yeah, so I did that and slept a lot, kind of trying to recover from being sick.
Yeah.
Scotty texted me. I threw up in my mouth and trying to get back on the mend.
I don't know.
How do you order your Baconator? Do you get it with everything that comes on it?
No bacon.
Oh,
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. I order my Baconator,
Deal.
no bacon.
nice.
That's
I just want to
to
pay extra. That's all I want.
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes
Charge
sense.
me for a Baconator.
makes sense.
Yeah, but
Just give me a double burger.
yeah, just give me a single junior cheeseburger. That's
Yeah.
all I want, and 2 fries.
But don't you dare downcharge me for anything.
No.
That's the Baconator. That's the one complaint that I have about that burger: ketchup and mayonnaise at the same
Yeah.
time. I don't like that combination. I don't care for mayonnaise anyway.
Right.
But I don't think even ketchup really belongs on a bacon burger. But okay. But it does fine by itself as far as I'm concerned.
I hate mayonnaise on a burger, period. Like, I will throw the fucking thing away.
Mayonnaise in general just
Right
grosses me
right in front of a homeless person. I'll just
Right.
pitch it. Like,
Sure.
that's how much I hate mayonnaise on a burger.
Well, that's how much you hate homeless people.
That, too.
Get a home,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Yeah, you know what? They're not listening.
No,
Fuck 'em.
No.
That's true.
You think they got iPods? Hell no.
No.
they
Hell
don't.
no.
They got headphones, that's it, though. No
Sure they
iPod.
do.
Yeah, correct.
That's what's weird when you see a homeless guy with like Beats by Dre, just some real like bows.
Yeah.
and it's like, dude, pay rent.
One time I was in Chicago and this guy come up to me and he had a fucking really nice dress coat, slacks, a rolling bag, and he was like, you may have trouble believing this, but do you have any money for a sandwich? Like, I'm homeless. And I looked at him and I go, what are you, new? First day on the job? Like,
Yeah.
you're not supposed to have shit. Get a sign like all the other ones. Fuck, you should have been able to pick up on this from your apartment and from your penthouse there that you probably lived in.
Even hobos got fucking new guys.
God, no kidding. Well, my week wasn't bad at all. But this weekend has just been rough. I called into work today. I've been fucking sicker than shit, running a fever, throwing up, and I couldn't move all day today.
You
It
got
just
that
miserable.
Modelo virus.
I got something. I don't know what it was, but I got to power through and do the show. I did get to watch, like I was telling you guys, I watched Bert Kreischer's most recent special. While
Secret
it was,
Time?
Yep, Secret Time. And then I also watched Anthony Jeselnik's specials, 2 of them as well. That dude's dark, man.
I love it.
I love him too.
I watched Pete Davidson's new special the other day.
I don't think I've seen him.
He's on SNL.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's
his
kind of
dad-
got a pretty thick Brooklyn accent. And
His dad died in the
young.
9/11 attacks.
Oh,
Did he really?
I
Yeah.
did.
I didn't know
I know
that.
exactly who you're talking about now. Yeah,
Because he had my favorite roast joke of all time when he was talking about Snoop Dogg, and he's like, Snoop Dogg, you made the movie Soul Plane. That was the worst experience of my life with anything ever involving a plane. And my dad died in 9/11.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, I've seen his stand up. I like him. He's very much a storyteller.
Yeah.
I don't know that he really does traditional stand up, but yeah, he's pretty good. He's really good whenever he comes on Saturday Night Live.
yeah, oh, he always makes me laugh on SNL.
I'm kind of pumped because we get to go to Bert Kreischer. We're going at different times.
Yeah, I didn't want to be seen with you.
I don't
I'm actually
blame you.
probably going to use the employee entrance to get in and out so I don't run into
Is
you.
that right?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
We'll get to that here in a second. but yeah, that
Make a
is
scene.
that was my week, and I'm still powering through for it. But anyway,
Well, if you're a power bottom, so I'm sure you'll power right through the week.
funny.
Yeah, you call it a power bot. Take the week off. Just lay there and take it.
No, I can't. I got too much shit I need to do. But this is a sports
Don't
show.
do it while you're power bottoming.
Yeah.
But this is a sports show. We've had a couple things that we can go over that were kind of interesting.
Yeah, they had a jockey die.
A what?
I just saw this.
What?
This is what's amazing to me. So this guy named Richard Games, or it's spelled like Gomez, but with an A instead of an O. Games or Gamez, dies at 66 years old, a jockey. He was thrown from a horse, trampled by the horse, or by another horse during a race Sunday in Arizona.
Oh my God.
This is actually surprisingly common. This happens all the fucking time in horse racing.
66-year-old jockeys happen all the time. That's an old-ass fucking jockey, man.
That's true.
That's how old you gotta be to be that fucking skinny and tiny.
I guess.
Yeah.
It takes that long of fucking tapeworms and shit.
I just, if they jockey any way they fucking drive, I just see all of them going very slow in the left, all in the same left lane.
Yes.
Except one way out to the right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe a jockey, the rules are a jockey with his tack, his saddle and everything, holding it, cannot exceed 115 pounds.
Yeah. And
that's smaller than a midget.
Yeah, they're borderline midgets. They're like...
Well, technically, by the legal definition, they are midgets.
4'10".
Yeah.
Is that right?
And I don't think most of them come anywhere close to that, but they're not... What we mostly know as midgets are dwarves. Which is weird. They got magical powers.
They do have magical powers.
But,
I'll tell you what, they're the only thing that can put a smile on my face, and I think that's magic.
You bet it is.
Yeah.
Especially the mood you've been in lately.
Absolutely.
Right, for
Having a
sure.
look at that fucking puss right there. Jesus.
Yeah. Not even pounding the heavy bag fucking.
No.
Not normally that perks me right up, but I don't even get the same thrill out of it anymore as it used to.
But Derek, you kind of alluded to an incident with Spike Lee in Maddison Square Garden. So apparently
He was thrown from a horse and trampled to death. And right in front of the garden.
That brings a smile to my face.
So I had no idea that this even happened, just because I've been absolutely not paying attention to anything or social media or whatnot. But I guess, what's the whole deal? Like, apparently he's been using the employee entrance for 28 years in order to go to a Knicks game in Maddison Square Garden. And they finally, I guess, came up to him and said, you can't do that shit anymore. And he fucking loses his mind.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and the only reason why we found out about it was because of ESPN. We saw him, he was on First Take telling his side of the story. And I guess, I don't know. I mean, what he basically said was because he's been using it, for however long. Apparently,
28 years.
Yeah, but he's apparently been told multiple times that he needs to use the VIP entrance
That's
or something
what the
like
Knicks
that.
say, yeah.
Yeah.
And
He
so,
says he's never been told that.
yeah,
before.
what was the Knicks' what was their statement that they made just recently? If you've got
We're sorry we suck.
it. That's definitely true.
They lost their only fan.
Yeah.
No, it says... the idea that Spike Lee is a victim because we have repeatedly asked him to not use our employee entrance and instead use a dedicated VIP entrance, which is used by every other celebrity who enters the garden, is laughable. It's disappointing that Spike would create this false controversy to perpetuate drama. He is welcome to come to the garden anytime via the VIP entrance or general entrance, just not through our employee entrance, which is what he and Jim agreed to last night when they shook hands. Which Jim Dolan is the owner of the Knicks.
This is fucking awful. This poor son of a bitch is just trying to watch a basketball game, and they want him to use the VIP entrance like some kind of a fucking animal? This is a human being we're talking about, and this poor bastard has to suffer in the VIP section of Maddison Square Garden.
Yeah.
Like he just doesn't matter. I feel so bad. I think we should probably start some kind of a fundraiser or something for Spike Lee and his family, for the victims of the New York Knicks, basically.
I think the whole situation is kind of laughable to me. The fact that he's making such a big deal. I mean, there's video evidence of this whole situation going down. But I guess he walks into the employees entrance. They scan your ticket. And he walks however far away, and then they tell them that he has to go to a completely different entrance. And if you walk out of the stadium or the arena after your ticket's been scanned, they can't scan it again.
Yeah, that's true.
So, and that makes sense.
But
if they don't know who the fuck he is.
Yeah, if it's Spike Lee, he's probably still going to get back in.
He's their most famous fan. He's like the Lakers have Jack Nicholson and the Knicks have Spike Lee. He's famous for getting into it with opposing players.
Absolutely.
And, I mean, everybody knows exactly who he is, to the point where they were talking to him on the service elevator or the employee elevator, calling him Mr. Lee.
Yeah.
They knew exactly who he was. I have a real difficult time believing this is the first time. Why are they scanning tickets at the employee entrance?
Yeah.
Maybe right there tell him, no, you got to go
Yeah.
around.
It probably could have been handled better.
I think
Yes.
I definitely think it could be
Once
handled.
he's in, that's it. But I think, before that, like he said, once you scan the ticket, or before you scan the ticket, hey, we got to have you go into and if he's going to make a scene, then
Let him make a scene.
Yeah,
Let him make a scene.
maybe post a sign at the employee entrance. This is not a public entrance.
no Spike Lee's allowed.
Yeah.
And he did make the comment that if whenever he pays, for his season tickets for the Knicks every single year and has for however many years, if he is one day late from getting those tickets, they call him. You know, they're like, they say he says they blow up his phone. But if they
Which
were
could mean anything.
yeah, of course. But the thing is that if you're going to make a huge deal out of it, they say that they've been, repeatedly telling them you need to use the VIP the VIP entrance. They just finally wake up today and they're all pissed off because the Knicks suck and somebody just decided today, you know what, we're just not going to let it fly anymore.
Well, I've always liked to say there's always three sides to every story.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Your side, my side, and what really happened.
Sure.
So, I mean, we'll never know exactly what went down unless it's completely 100% documented on a cell phone camera or video.
Sure.
Jeremy made an interesting point about Tom Dolan with the reporters earlier that we were talking about getting them banned or getting them kicked out of the Garden for
he's apparently kind of a paranoid. People aren't allowed to say bad things about the Knicks when they're at Maddison Square Garden,
Really,
or even associated with the Knicks. He's gotten reporters and stuff, banned for bashing the Knicks in the news, even though they suck dick. I mean,
they're awful
and have for quite some time now. Mm-hmm. On one hand, it's like, what the fuck is it hurting? Mm-hmm. On the other hand, if that's the fucking policy of the place,
right,
what makes Spike Lee to where he doesn't have to follow the rules? But, Spike Lee is kind of known for putting himself out there in the public eye, making a scene.
Yeah. One of the most famous games I've ever seen was whenever him and Reggie Miller were going back and forth.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that's legendary.
Yeah.
And once again, it kind of showed that Spike needed to shut the fuck up there.
Yeah.
Probably needs to happen here. I've never cared for Spike Lee.
I'm not a big fan of him either. This is a stupid fucking thing.
Oh, this is high school.
This is so stupid.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think Spike Lee, whenever you get to that level of celebrity, there are some people that are just naturally cool people that, kind of go with the flow and follow directions. And then there's people that get so big that they just don't think that the rules apply to them. And I think Spike Lee is one of those guys.
And he's one of those guys who draws himself to drama.
Mm-hmm.
That's not even a celebrity thing either, per se. I mean, you change the price on something and they're like, well, I've been paying $3 for a beer for the last 10 years, and now you want it to be $3.25. This is preposterous.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just people get set in their ways, and they don't want to they will not accept change.
Yeah.
Fuck people.
Yeah, I hate them.
I really sometimes
They don't unless they listen to this.
If they listen to the show, they're cool.
Yeah.
Just naturally.
Unless you're their favorite, then fuck those guys.
Yeah, I'm definitely not the favorite.
I feel like I have to say it. Spike Lee just needs to do the right thing.
He has to use the Crooklyn entrance.
Yeah.
The what?
Yeah, I mean,
the Crooklyn entrance.
I guess I don't know what sympathy he's expecting to gain from people by having to use the MVP or the VIP entrance.
Yeah, that was a bad way
the
to.
celebrity. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you poor bastard.
They made me fly business class.
There are guys just around the corner shitting in a fucking dumpster in an alley, keeping themselves warm by a fucking trash can fire, and you've got to use the MVP entrance?
Yeah, well,
or the VIP entrance, you poor son of a bitch.
He even said in the interview on First Take, he's like, I normally enter at 31st Street. Now I got to go to 33rd or something like that. It's like, oh
2
my
blocks.
fucking God.
2 blocks.
You bitch. Ugh. Anyway.
I love sitting by the TV because I always get to see the ticker.
Yeah.
And there's another, it's just a headline that makes me laugh my ass off.
What do you got?
Sadly, there was a tornado in Nashville yesterday.
Yeah.
Or overnight, last night, and there's deaths, and it was bad.
Yeah.
but the headline is Predators open arena to tornado victims. Which
God.
I know they mean the Nashville Predators,
Yes.
but all I imagine is like this white van pulling up like, hey kid, want some shelter? Get in the van. Like,
We got a whole arena.
yeah, we got plenty of beds in here. Come on, get in the van.
Oh God.
That really was a poor choice of name.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the Predators.
Yeah, exactly. Would you like a popsicle? That's all I can think of.
Wait for the Reno rapists.
Who wants to play with my round ball? The wood's real hard.
Yeah.
So hard.
All right, moving on. I don't really have much more on the NBA, but we can move to college basketball. So here's the deal.
Well, there's one more NBA thing.
Oh, what was there?
Yeah, Tim Duncan filled in for Greg Popovich as the Spurs coach the other day.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So I don't know much about it. That was another thing that just popped up on the thing. But yeah, he filled in as a head coach for Pop, which is, I think if any player is going to be a head coach, I think that would be a very,
Tim
very
Duncan?
good one. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Tim Duncan didn't play, what did he play, 45 years or something? Shit?
Just a shade under 50.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did that by being a very smart player. Along with being very athletically gifted, he was probably the smartest big man that I've ever seen play.
And
He could play center like a fucking point guard.
The only thing is after he finally retired and he was done, then he did something to his hair, like he made it like
Did he
dreadlocks.
gain it back?
No, like it looked just goofy as shit. It was like dreads. It was kind of like dread, and just like,
never
what the
remember
fuck are you doing, dude?
I'll just never forget those plays. Jerry West to Tim Duncan, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. George Micah to Duncan for the jam.
Pete Maravich. And
Yeah.
So college basketball. Like I was getting ready to say,
about
I have terrible luck. I am not lucky.
No shit.
That's for sure.
You got
Okay,
bad
yeah.
luck. You should see your wife. Look what she married.
That's I'm very lucky there.
Yeah, she's not.
Yeah, she's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very okay, fine.
Yeah, you did very well. She married down.
She
Yes.
calls you the shit bag.
Yeah.
Not even the heavy bag.
Goodness. Okay.
If marrying down was a syndrome,
Yeah.
she would have it.
Wichita State played at home against Temple this week, and we started off okay, but by the second half, I want to say it was like 18 minutes left to go. Wichita State was down by as many as 24 points.
That was SMU, not Temple. wasn't
Oh,
it?
you're right. I think it was.
That was SMU. Big fan you are, Scotty. Big fan.
This is the thing. I
It's
turned
not-
it off.
It's not a Chiefs game. We understand.
I-
You're,
yeah,
you're still
funny.
you're still on the Super Bowl
Funny.
hangover from the Kansas City Chiefs,
Jesus Christ.
singing the anthem and streaking down the fucking street. Still, your neighbors are complaining, Scotty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
I know.
are they? The Mustangs?
They are
SMU?
the Mustangs.
Yes.
Yeah. And it was actually at SMU.
Larry Brown was coaching them. I don't think he is anymore, is he? Or is he still coaching them?
I think so.
Are they still on probation from that football
No,
scandal?
They're on double secret probation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Currently, they are back in good graces, and their head coach, the gentleman Derek was saying, is apparently getting kind of a lot of applause because he's brought them back to where they have a viable organization in the school and all that
Oh, it
other
was
stuff.
just such bullshit when they recruited Herschel Walker.
But yeah, so I turn off the TV because I can't watch
No,
the
Eric
game
Dickerson.
anymore.
That's who it was.
Oh, is that when they used Tim Duncan to lure him in?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
You
exactly
go to the same
what it was.
school Tim Duncan went to.
Yeah, Tim Duncan played college basketball for 12 years.
And in three
just
different
kept-
decades.
Just kept switching schools. Yeah, by that second decade, I mean, he was dominating after playing against NBA players.
Yeah.
For all those years. Yeah, he was really good.
Long story short, I turned off the Wichita State game. Right as I turned off the game, Wichita State apparently came back and won that game.
You're like that guy from the Chiefs Super Bowl.
That's exactly right. When we did a shitty situation on that, and it held true. I turned them off. They ended up doing well.
You have a knack for turning things off, Scotty.
I'm
I
sure
was
I
going to
do.
say, that just shows how much they don't want your family.
Probably. But yeah. Anyways, the
What's
other
it going to take for this asshole to quit bringing us up?
well, and then you wanted to talk about something again. Lawrence Levy, right?
Lance Levy, yeah.
Levy. He's Marlins man.
Yes.
He was actually at the Wichita State game just the other night. Whenever
Yeah.
they played Temple and they ended up winning that game, he was actually at that game.
Lawrence Levy, for those who don't know, he kind of gained prominence I believe it was in the 2014 Major League Baseball postseason.
Yeah.
Showing up at Royals games directly behind home plate, Royals playoff games, behind home plate, decked out completely in Marlins gear.
Yeah. Orange.
And I mean, like they were playing the Orioles, and it's like wrong orange team, dickhead. and I just was like, who the fuck is this guy? Turns out he's a wonderful man who's got an amazing backstory. He's an attorney out of Miami who is a lifelong, well, not lifelong, but a longtime Marlins fan, gets season tickets every year there, but he's never been married, never had any kids, so he's got a lot of expendable income. So he goes to a lot of high-profile sporting events and gets the best seats he possibly can. But he's also an incredibly generous, kind, very, what's the word, charitable?
Yeah.
I guess.
A real piece of shit.
Yeah. So there was one game where he gave his home plate seat up to a veteran that they were honoring, and that's all he ever did. But no, this weekend, it was really nice because we've been doing nothing but negative shit about baseball here lately.
Yeah, sure.
Our new AAA team here in town, the Wind Surge, is the Marlins AAA affiliate, and Lawrence Levy spent $5,000, bought an entire section, 350 some tickets, I believe it was, that he's going to give out to teachers and veterans and first responders.
That's cool as shit.
Yeah.
That's a good celebrity, you know? I bet you he doesn't need the fucking VIP entrance. I bet you he goes through general admission probably.
I'm just thinking there's some fucking good seats that are gone.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know if I'd call him a celebrity.
I think if you don't know who Marlins Man is, there's something wrong.
Because that's like calling Steve Bartman a celebrity. I don't think he's a celebrity. He's just a well-known figure.
Okay.
A celebrity, I think you actually have to do something.
Public
just
figure?
stand there and watch and get on. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, he's not famous, but he's known. Mm-hmm. And most people know him as Marlins Man.
Yeah,
most
if you didn't see him if he comes in a fucking suit, you're gonna be like, who the fuck is this guy?
That's true.
If he shows up to court, I bet you in court he's just a bumbling idiot. he can't deliver a fucking opening statement for nothing.
Your Honor, can I get a continuance because I got a game to be at?
Yeah. Right.
I object.
That would be the coolest.
I don't know what to.
That would be the fucking coolest to live like that. Just like, you know, I just want to go to the World Series. I mean, he went to the World Series with the Royals, and
he goes to every World Series.
Every single one, and he sits directly behind home plate. Like, that's a gig I would like to be a part of.
Yeah, most of us.
Well, you just got to be single, apparently.
Yeah.
Most of us don't even get that much time off, let alone have the money, because those seats ain't cheap.
No.
And I mean, even shit seats at a Super Bowl are expensive, and he goes to those and NBA Finals, and
he's probably working all those mesothelioma cases. And
probably, I bet you he's an ambulance chaser.
Could be.
He's Florida's version of Brad Pistotnik. The bull.
Yeah.
God, what a dick. Anyways, no, he's a really cool guy, and he really earned a lot of favor with the Kansas City fans during those two World Series, and so yeah, I just thought that was really cool.
I just thought
something positive.
I thought it was cool that he was just at a Wichita State game. He was at Charles Koch Arena and watched Wichita State play basketball. They introduced him over the, sound system and everything like that, and everybody cheered. Like they know who the guy is. Mm-hmm. But anyways,
I believe didn't he represent the Colombo family in that McMillions?
I don't know about that. I've been watching that docu. That didn't come on yesterday.
Yes, it did.
Did it?
9:00.
My shit did not record. God damn it! I'll have to get on the app and watch it.
If anybody has not watched this,
McMillions.
It's an HBO documentary series for like 10 years. The McDonald's Monopoly game did not have a single legitimate $1 million winner, and there's a big conspiracy behind why. And it's fucking fascinating how deep it runs. And
wow.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, I got one episode to catch up on now.
Look at that. The other thing I wanted to talk about was KU.
And I hate to spoil it, but Rosebud was a sled.
God damn it.
KU is now leading the Big 12. They've got, I believe it's a half a game on Baylor now.
Big fucking deal.
No, they got a full game, don't they?
You could be right.
Baylor lost again.
That's the whole reason why, is because Baylor ended up getting beat by fucking TCU. Really?
KU should have lost K-State.
It was close. It was definitely close. Yeah, they're full. Oh, they're a half game back.
Yeah, and it was one of those things too where, I'm sure that being in a close game probably pumped K-State up quite a bit, but it was much more KU was playing like shit. They missed a lot of mid-range jumpers and open three-pointers that they normally just don't miss. And, K-State capitalized. They kept the game very close. It was kind of back and forth, especially in the second half. But
Right.
eventually KU did pull away. But yeah, it was a really close game. For once, there was something worth watching coming out of Manhattan because they have been shit
They
all
won
year.
2 games in the Big 12 so
Yeah.
far this year.
And it's a miracle that they won either one of those.
Yep.
KU will be back in the comforts of Lawrence about late March.
As much as as much as I am just would love to see K-State have beaten them, every time they do is just yet another excuse for them to extend fucking goofball's contract at coach. And
Yeah, welcome to my world there.
I mean, that is just so, he has proven himself to be so fucking worthless.
I wanted him fired from Illinois for years, and I started to root for a little bit for K-State whenever they had Martin because I liked Martin. And as soon as Martin was gone, I'm like, anybody but Weber, and I'll continue to kind of follow K-State. And then it was Weber, and I'm like, nope, I know how this fucking story ends. I don't need to watch this.
They say he got a really nice recruiting class in that just hasn't really had a chance to play yet. But a lot of 4-star
Weber?
play, yeah.
Yeah.
But let's see how quick he turns those fuckers into 2-star guys.
Yeah, he coaches not to lose.
Yeah,
he doesn't coach to win. He coaches not to lose, and he doesn't do a good job at that.
He doesn't develop players worth a shit.
Well, I'm sitting here looking because now you've got March is just around the corner. So
March
size
is
of
here.
Oh, March is here.
dumbass.
March Madness is what I meant to say.
Look at the size of the dick on that woman.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you didn't want me to point that out. You said you were looking up something. Okay.
Anyways, I'm looking at the bubble. Wichita State definitely one of those teams on the bubble. This is something I don't understand. You've got the teams of the American right now. You've got Tulsa and Houston are number 1 and number 2 in the American, and then you have
Cincinnati, maybe?
Cincinnati right behind them, and then you have Wichita State. So I'm looking at the bubble and the Joe Lenardi and what he has. He has 3 teams from the American going, which I think that's probably right, but it's not Tulsa. Tulsa's the number 1 team in the league next to Houston. I understand that they don't have a really great preseason schedule, or strength of schedule wasn't very good, but I don't put Wichita State in the tournament over Tulsa, in my opinion. This is the time of the year where you need to be excelling and getting better, staying consistent, and that's one thing that Wichita State's not doing. So I'm really curious because the other thing is I'm starting to look at the top 25. You got a lot of teams that haven't been in the top 25 for a really long time, like your Illinois.
Yeah, 23rd, baby.
Yeah, your Illini is
Back in there.
number 23. But a lot of these teams, look at this. You got Dayton, who's the number 3 ranked team in the country. You've got San Diego State, number 5 ranked team in the country. Seton Hall has been ranked, but it's been a while. You've got a lot of teams that
Florida State's up there, too.
Yeah, Florida State's up there, but I think they've always been pretty decent.
What conference is Dayton in?
Dayton is in the A10, I believe.
They're in the Tinder conference.
The
Are they?
Huh?
Yeah.
The Tinder.
Uh-huh.
I don't.
Like a dating site?
They're dating.
Oh, okay.
I get it.
Got it. That's a dumbass joke.
The big Tinder.
Damn, we just lost 12 listeners.
Like, turned that shit off.
I thought they made dirty jokes.
Yeah, exactly.
Not dad jokes.
I was right. It was the A10. They are in the A10.
There's not much in that conference, is there?
Yeah, but teams that aren't doing very well that you know of, like VCU's in there. Rhode Island was doing fairly well, and they still kind of are, but they won't make it over Dayton. And then
Unless they win their tournament.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Dayton is kind of ranked 3rd out of necessity because they don't have a reason not to have them up there.
They don't play very many decent teams.
Right.
But what's Dayton's record?
They've got 2 losses.
I think they've got 2 losses.
2.
Mm-hmm. But
Are they predicting them as the number 1 seed?
yes, as of right now, I believe they are. Yeah, San Diego State, Gonzaga, Baylor.
Every-
No, they don't. They have them as number 2.
every year, these bracketologists, this time of year, shit fluctuates. It's very fluid. They very rarely do they commit to anything at this point, and it'll change 1,000 times between now and,
Yeah.
when is it? Late
2 weeks, I think.
Yeah, it's a couple weeks.
Not
there's
this coming Sunday, but the next, I think.
Yeah, two more home games, and then you have the
Tournament.
The tournament. Well, you have your league tournament, your conference tournament, and then after that, then you have I think it's normally about the end of March is normally when March Madness starts.
I remember it going on St. Patrick's Day.
Oh,
When it was here, it was on St. Patrick's Day.
Well,
when they had the tournament in Wichita,
I'll be darned.
because I took off work because I went to the game.
Yeah, it's I think usually last or second to last week in March is when it starts. Because we
'Cause
should be
you're-
winding down one more week of regular play. Some of the smaller conferences are having their conference tournaments now, I think, aren't they?
Oh,
we're getting ready to
I don't
start.
think so. Not yet.
Because they seem to the smaller ones always finish a week before the major ones.
Yeah, I remember that. Missouri Valley is one of the very first ones. Missouri Valley is one of the very first ones to do their tournament. It's them and a couple of other smaller conferences and stuff like that. But I was trying to look up and see whenever the
Yeah, my
tournaments
guess
is,
is Selection Sunday will be the 15th.
God, that just seems so quick. But you're probably right. I'll see. Yep, to be determined.
When is Selection Sunday?
I bet you're right. Selection Sunday because everything else is TBD.
March 15th. Check me out.
Look at that.
Look at my black ass getting that right.
Yeah, Ides of March,
There you go.
they call that.
So who's your team? Who's your team that you are going to...
Illinois.
Well, no, who you think is actually, when it all comes down to it? I did this last year with Virginia, and then I changed my damn mind.
Who's going to win the whole thing? Illinois.
Illinois, they're not
That
gonna
is
win
my
the whole
team.
thing. Yeah, you're going to root for them, but if you were to be a betting person, who you put your money on?
Illinois.
You're such an idiot.
That's fucking stupid.
Yep.
Dayton all the way.
I'd be pulling for him. I'm going to say anybody other than KU.
Oh God, 60. You're going to put your money on that? 63 people. Or 63 teams. That's
Yeah.
a ballsy bet, Scotty.
Unfortunately,
67 teams, not
67
KU.
other.
Yeah.
unfortunately this year.
What kind of odds are you going to get? I hope you're going to get good odds.
Right.
I mean, they'll probably go into it number 1 overall seed.
Yeah, I think they will.
But-
And I think if there is any year where the KU Jayhawks win a national championship, I think it's this year.
The rest
No
of the country,
fucking way. Weak conference.
I think
the
you're
rest of the
right.
country has been so fucking shaky.
Yeah.
Upsets happen all over the place this year.
Yeah. And I think whenever you're picking March Madness this year, you might as well flip a fucking coin because there's just
You say that every year. Though.
no, not like this year. Not these great teams that have normally been so consistent. Like Duke losing how many times at home this year? KU.
1,000.
I mean, this is going to be a weird NCAA tournament in my opinion. I bet you'll probably have
Because they're
at
going to
least-
play it with no pants on.
You'll have at least one double-digit seed in the, well, maybe not double-digit. You'll have something over an 8 in like the Final Four. You'll have like a 6 or a 7 or an 8.
You want my
making
lot?
the
You
Final
want,
Four.
you want who?
Well,
I,
6 or 7 is not over 8.
Well, 6, 7, or 8 is what I'm saying.
I think-
You're just going to have a big number
Probably.
going to the Final Four.
I'm taking Colgate the whole way.
Colgate, baby.
Yeah, Colgate.
Nice. Okay. So that's it for college basketball. Let's get to the NFL. There's not a whole lot of stuff to go over, but there is stuff nonetheless.
This is National Football League now.
Yeah, that's right.
Which can I say? I watched a little bit of XFL
Yeah.
this weekend.
What'd you
And, you going on about it, I got to say, it really shows how sad you really are. And what
I think it's great.
douchebag you are. Because, I mean, it was okay football.
Yeah.
It was not... It's unnecessary.
Did they have the Nerf? Were they slinging the Nerf around?
They were.
The whistling
Yeah.
ball.
They sure were.
Yep. Yep. I love that.
Speaking
thing.
of Nerf, they're coming back out with the Super Soaker.
Hell,
Hell
yeah.
yes.
I'm excited.
Yep.
I can't wait to fill one with cat pee and shoot my wife with it.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
Right
NFL.
down the heavy bag.
Tony Romo gets paid. He's $17 million, and you said it's for more than 5 years.
Yeah. 5 years or more. No, more than 5.
More than 5.
The total value was like 180 million total value.
So would that be 6?
I don't know.
I don't know.
There's only that's the next number over 5.
That depends on what kind of math you're using there, genius.
Right. But Michael Thomas is pissed.
Right. I got nothing for that.
Michael Thomas is pissed about it though.
Good for him.
Well, I mean, he's basically saying that that Tony Romo is making more money than some of the players. A lot of the players, actually.
I agree with him.
I don't know. I kind of don't.
But they don't play. Tony Romo don't have a job. I know it's two totally different people paying him.
Right. Yeah.
But
he's not even affiliated by the NFL.
Well, technically, a lot of the NFL's money comes from the networks. Mm-hmm. So you could say that Romo has a bigger role to play.
I think he does.
The networks do.
How many more games would you rather watch with Booger McFarland?
I don't even pay attention to commentary.
I do.
I
think he was awful.
We have said so many times on this show how Joe Buck can ruin a fucking broadcast.
That's the only one I pay attention to is Buck.
Yeah, that's it. Just is it Buck? No? Okay, good. Yeah, sure. No, I mean
that's how I roll right there, Jeremy.
Tony Romo, I think he does make a game more enjoyable to listen to or to watch.
I think he's great.
He does a very good job. He's incredibly analytical. Mm-hmm. Probably right now the best color commentator
in the
NFL.
Mm-hmm.
He's a white guy.
I know.
And you shouldn't say that word anymore.
Okay.
Commentator?
No.
Announcer, sorry. Nobody knows who I'm talking about. The best colored announcer.
No, but you make but you make a really good point.
You're goddamn right I do. That's all I make are good points. Who the fuck do you think you're talking to? I am, goddamn it, defensive player of the year, 84.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I make good points.
Right. But you know what?
Shit.
If Michael Thomas doesn't play, I see your that side of the argument, but if you don't have an audience, because I'll turn off the fucking TV depending on who the commentators are if they're really fucking annoying. And if you don't have any fans that want to watch your games, then it doesn't matter.
Well, if you're not good either, they don't
Sure.
matter.
Well,
so if Michael Thomas decides he's not going to play, and then all of a sudden, and it's not going to happen. I
Right.
mean, he doesn't make the Saints, but he's a big part of it.
He's a huge
And the
part of
Saints
it.
go 4-12. How many Saints fans are watching them at 4-12? Not
The
a ton.
fact is, though, it's a apples to oranges argument.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
not a legitimate point. I mean, he makes a point in that it seems out of proportion.
Right.
But they're two different people working for two different employers doing two completely different jobs.
Right.
The CBA has absolutely zero effect on what Tony Romo gets paid.
Right.
Tony Romo is under his own individual contract. He's not a part of any kind of a union or anything like that. Mm-hmm. So, he's not he works for CBS.
CBS and they can pay him.
They're
whatever they want.
they're not limited by a salary cap.
Right.
There is no, like I say, there is no union that says that we have to provide this much. They can pay him nothing.
Yeah.
If he's willing to work for it.
Correct.
But
So I think I'm not saying that he should shut up. I'm just saying Michael Thomas's his opinion on this. I just
and I have a
don't
very
think
hard
much
time
of it.
feeling sorry for NFL players and what they get paid.
Sure, I do too.
The rumor is that CBS offered Peyton Manning $10 to $12 million for a year for 5 or 6 seasons before they extended Romo. They wanted Manning to do it.
I would much rather take Romo. I'm not a big Manning fan.
Had I never heard either one of them announce, I would have said without a doubt Peyton Manning. But having heard what a good announcer that Tony Romo is,
right?
I think he's one of the best.
And how goofy Peyton Manning sounds.
I think
a microphone in front of him.
They should pair him. Put Manning and Romo together. They could broadcast the games on Manning's forehead and then let Romo announce it.
Could you imagine between the two of them, they would tell you what's happening 5 plays down the road.
Probably.
Both of those guys, I mean, Manning revolutionized how defenses are read. And, he I don't think he ever actually called a play in the huddle. It was always at the line.
It probably was, yeah.
And so, yeah. But yeah, it's... and they both have pretty good personalities, too.
Mm-hmm. The other thing going on in the NFL is the CBA, which is the collective bargaining agreement for the NFL players and the owners.
It's CBS. Romo works for CBS.
I know. There's a couple of them. There's a couple of things that are in it. Like it's going to change to maybe possibly doing 17 games in a season. I don't like that. I think you need to leave it at 16. What do you guys think?
I'm okay with 17 if you ditch some of the fucking preseason that people don't even play their players in anyway.
I think that's a good point too.
As a fan, I would love to see 17 games. I can understand why players wouldn't want that.
Right.
Again with the preseason games, while no, they're not enjoyable for the fans, I do understand the necessity for them.
Yeah.
They got to weed it down to 54 spots, and a lot of times, finding that third string fucking quarterback might be very handy down the road.
Right.
You can go, I think, 3 preseason games though. You don't scrap it all together, but I don't see a need for 4.
I think that's perfect, and I think if they do decide to go to the 17 game thing, then they should take one preseason game out.
Even if you go to 6, even if you don't go to 17, I would be okay if they took a preseason game out and just start and have the Super Bowl in fucking January like it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
and
I've never cared for that going into February. February's not football season.
No,
I don't like that.
It's discount candy season, February 15th every year.
Right, and just like with the major leagues, I've never cared for it when the World Series dribbles into November.
I'm the same way.
I don't like that. It's an October thing.
I agree.
Yes, November is Hate Your Family Month.
That's the start of the holidays that ends with Lobster Fest.
That's right. And to Jeremy's point earlier, yes, the smaller conferences are having their tournaments already.
Fucking right.
Patriot League is
Question me again, asshole.
Patriot League's already going on. Because I looked over and I saw there is no fucking way Bucknell is number 7. And then the 7th seed in the Patriot League tournament.
That's crazy.
God damn it, I'm good.
But the other thing is part of the CBA, the new CBA, which I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say. There would be no more penalty for smoking marijuana as an NFL player. What you think?
What's going to happen with Josh Gordon now?
Uh-huh.
And is Ricky Williams going to make a comeback?
That's exactly what I was
happen.
No, it's not.
Josh Gordon now, what happens?
Yeah.
Because that's all he ever got in trouble for was smoking weed.
Right. And I don't know.
What can you do? It's not like they can do restitution for it. I mean, that was the rule at the time.
Right.
No, but you know what? I bet Josh Gordon goes and signs with Denver and then opens his own dispensary.
I think that would be brilliant.
That is what I see happening.
I mean, Christ, he hasn't really played hardly at all in the last, 3 years?
Yeah, he's got to be in pretty decent shape. Justin Blackman's another one. I think Blackman got suspended. Was it for weed that Blackman got suspended for?
I believe so.
Or did he beat a chick?
No.
I can't remember. It's one of the two they get in trouble for.
At the risk of sounding political.
God, that's bad.
It's true.
As long as it's not a performance enhancer, I don't give a fuck what they put in their body.
Yeah.
If you can go fucking get drunk after the game, I don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
If you want to smoke weed, I don't know that it's good for you.
But
that's not my decision to make.
Sure.
It's their bodies, their careers. If they want to be fucking stoned on their free time, I don't give a shit.
I'm the same way. I think, and a lot of players take it or will smoke for medicinal purposes, for basically pain. And obviously we know that that's a very viable opinion.
It really hurts when they run out of weed. That's the biggest pain that they go through.
Yeah.
Blackman's last one was a DUI, is why he got suspended.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but he'd been suspended.
They're called coloreds.
Jesus.
That's awful. That's terrible.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, God. Anyway, so I think that they should have done this a long time ago. It's going to be kind of weird seeing like ESPN post game videos having like fucking chronic smoke just in the locker room. I'm sure they probably won't allow it on the
not
grounds.
going that route.
Yeah,
there's edibles now.
Yeah, because
true.
And there's a lot of things that you can do. It's a whole different thing when you're doing them as a part of the team as opposed to in your personal life.
Yeah.
When you're in that uniform, you do represent the team, and you are kind of a role model to kids. I can see how that part they would want to control. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you're in your own house. Do what the fuck you want.
Do what the fuck you want.
Tell you what, wait for that fast food buffet at the White House now, son of a bitch. They are going to throw down.
Nice. Okay, that's enough of the NFL.
Is it?
Yeah, that's enough. It's off season, which I'm kind of glad that they actually had they've had some. What?
Rutgers beat Maryland.
Ooh.
Maryland's ranked number 9. Rutgers is not ranked.
Right.
Are you sure you don't want to talk some Chiefs?
I'm
a big
positive,
Chiefs fan.
Jamie.
Yeah.
I'm positive.
I know there is no offseason for you when it comes to Chiefs.
I know. They're talking about franchising Chris Jones.
I'm surprised that wasn't your pick for the NCAA tournament.
No.
Chiefs.
Yeah, he's going for a repeat.
Fuck yeah.
Did you get that tat yet? Did you get that sick tat?
No.
No?
I am not a Chiefs fan. Mm-hmm. I'm not.
Uh-huh. Yeah, right.
Okay.
That guy looks like Conor McGregor.
Who?
Yes, he does.
This Marty Smith.
Oh. Anyway.
Yeah.
So let's move
The
on.
guy that the people can't see.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the MLB. We've got spring training going on right now,
Sure.
and it looks as though I think the baseball is kind of taken care of itself with the Astros at this point. What do you think? Do you think I'm wrong? But when we say that baseball is a self-policing sport, I think the amount of shit they are getting from fans, other players, it's getting to the point to where
It's getting to him.
It's definitely
getting
under
to,
their
and
skin.
I think this is the calm before the storm. I think we're going to see some major shit break out.
There's
I
going
do
to be
too.
a
Because they're going to
big
be
fight.
frustration.
yes.
You can't. While they deserve every ounce of what they're getting,
Right.
you can only be fucking poked so many times before you're gonna fucking lash out, and they're either gonna fucking smack a hot dog vendor with a bat, or I mean, there's gonna be a major fucking bench clearing brawl.
Yeah. Altuve's yelling back at fans.
See, that's
This early.
when
Yeah, it's preseason. It's spring training right now. There's a whole season of this shit, and I don't think it's gonna run out.
Dude, there is absolutely no version of this that you can spin in your head where you weren't the fucking bad guy.
Yeah.
You were 1,000% in the wrong. Mm-hmm. You have to take your fucking medicine.
Yeah.
I mean, you deserve every bit of this that's coming. You're getting paid a fuck ton of money to put up with this shit.
Yeah.
And you've got a World Series ring
Yeah. And
and an MVP.
who'd you say was gonna possibly give their ring back?
Giles.
Yeah.
I think Ken Giles is his name. The closer for the Astros in that World Series.
And
he said he would give his ring back.
Yeah.
And kudos to the fan that we posted that was screaming in the dugout, and they were speaking back to him. Are you gonna give your trophy back? You gonna give it back?
You gonna give the MVP back to Judge?
Yeah, that's great.
And there was a coach, and his response was, "You just keep paying paying to come see our games." And he goes, "I'll pay you to do this. I'll pay here to just give you shit and heckle you the entire time."
Well, and that's cocksucker. I mean, that's we're laughing all the way to the bank. Fuck you and your money.
Pretty much what they're saying. Yeah. Yeah, Ken Giles said he's willing to give back a 17 World Series ring back.
And I think that's great. I think that's the beginning. And I think that the Astros should have probably done that themselves if fucking Commissioner of Baseball didn't have anything to do with it. If I was an Astro right now, I would give my ring back openly.
I would certainly be making some very open gestures to the fans
He did.
to show some contrition. They're not. If you're getting upset that people are calling you out on this shit in spring training,
Right.
I mean, dude. Granted, fans have more access to the fans
During
at
spring training, yes.
But yeah, and that's the thing. If Rob Manfred, if any one of us had done our jobs as poorly as what Rob Manfred has done his, we would have been fired and probably shot.
Yeah, but I think that if Manfred would have
Like that jockey.
if Manfred would have done his job and taken the World Series away from the Astros, I don't think the fans would be lashing out as bad as they're doing right now. I think that they are going to basically continue to do this the entire season, and it's going to get as bad as it's going to get because they feel that there was no justice being served for this World Series.
Yeah, and Manfred's bullshit excuse of, well, the players' union is going to block me on this.
Yeah.
Let them block you on it.
They're the ones that are pissed.
They're
the players are the
players
ones that are
the
mad.
fucking guys that are mad.
Right, but there is a contract. I do understand that there are attorneys who are paid to represent players as a whole and as well as individuals. And, so that's their job to stand up for the players. It's your job to protect the integrity of the game. Even if the players union does block you on shit, then the blood's on their hands.
Right.
At least you fucking tried.
Right.
He didn't even fucking try. He just said, well, I can't. They're probably going to block it anyway, so I guess
file
fucking throw my
grievances.
hands up in the air.
Yeah.
Just a piece of metal anyway.
Yeah.
The real base, or first off, too, Giles also said he had no idea that was going on, and he was a reliever for the Astros for 3 years.
Yeah, but do you buy that?
I don't know if I buy that part of it.
Okay.
But, I mean,
exactly. That's where I'm at.
The real baseball scandal, though,
Uh-oh.
the Philly Fanatic.
What about him?
What do you do now?
There's a battle in court right now over the rights to the Philly Fanatic. This is true. He's been
I'm going to
a
guess
mascot
that the
for
rights
Phillies?
lie somewhere with Philadelphia?
No, the man that created him.
Oh.
He could be on the move. They had him he's been a mascot for 30 years or 30 plus years, and after 30 years expire, those patents or whatever come available. And so that guy wants it back, and they've actually made a new Philly Fanatic. He didn't have the cone nose; he's got a shorter stub nose, and they gave him a blue tail at the end of his tail. So right now there's a big fight for the Philly Fanatic. I watched a whole story on this on John Oliver on Sunday.
Oh my God.
And yeah, it's in court right now. And to even say that they actually presented a photo as evidence of the empty Philly Fanatic costume, saying that there is no Philly Fanatic. It is an employee of the Philadelphia Phillies. Like, this is the fight.
Oh my God.
Yes.
I hope that he goes to another team and still calls himself the
Philly Fanatic.
Go to D.C.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. That's funny.
I would be that
Stupid
petty if
shit.
I was DC. I would you want to take Bryce Harper? Fine. We're going to take the Philly Fanatic, you fucking assholes.
He's more valuable anyway.
And give him Bryce Harper's old number. Like, that's what I would do. And a shitty mullet.
That's
Yeah.
great.
And pay him $35 million a year.
Over 20 years.
Yes.
That's fucking
Yeah, pay him
hilarious.
$500 million. Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
I don't know what to think of that.
Yeah.
I really don't. There's got to be a joke in there somewhere. I just don't know what it is because, God, the legalities of it are, yeah, that probably is a thing because clearly he's not a Philly.
Right.
I know, the famous chicken
Yeah.
for years was the San Diego chicken.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, he was the
I
San
thought
Diego
he-
Padres mascot.
Oh, I thought it was just a Flyers thing.
Because when you think of dads,
Red
you think
Wings.
of chickens.
Who was it? I know the chicken, the crazy chicken.
Right, yeah, he
Yeah.
was a baseball. He was the Padres mascot for years,
okay.
which is weird that
That's
would be a
weird.
chicken, but whatever. As soon as somebody figures out what slider is, that fucking thing for the Indians,
Yeah.
What about Gritty
he.
for the Flyers? That fucking
I
ugly
guess
thing.
I don't know what he.
Oh, my God.
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
The guy,
yeah.
the mascot that just got acquitted for punching a teenager in the back of the head.
Nice.
Right,
Yeah.
and I guarantee you that teenager deserved it.
Oh, I
Yep.
guarantee he deserved every fucking bit of it.
Yep. Oh, and you're
I would like to see mascots bare knuckling it like Rickles.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. I think I also want to say I heard that some teenagers at teen girls at a baseball game got a foul ball on it, and somehow they got hurt.
Good.
Maybe it wasn't a foul ball. Maybe it was like a home run or something like that because of the nets and shit.
Not paying attention.
Not paying attention, looking down
I
at their
guarantee.
phone.
Yep, that's exactly. They were fucking Instagramming their hot dog.
Yep.
And smack.
Don't go to a fucking baseball game.
Anyways, yeah,
Anyway,
for
what?
sure.
Yeah.
You said Yelich. Did they confirm that deal or not?
It's nearing a $219 million. What did I say? 9-year extension.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Something like that.
They're close to it. That's what's going on right now with
Good
Yelich
move,
and
bad
the
move.
Brewers. Good move for the Brewers. Bad move for everybody else in that division.
Do you think
Yeah.
so?
Yeah, I mean he was MVP, and then last year he was second in MVP voting.
He's getting hurt a lot.
It was a kneecap. That's not one of those. I don't think that's a frequent injury.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
So I can understand if it was like if he's tore a quad or a
Yeah.
hamstring. A hamstring seems to be reoccurring.
Yeah.
But in a wrist injury can fuck with your swing. A kneecap, I think you'll be all right.
I mean, I could fuck, I guess, with your stance, when you step.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing he'll be all right. But yeah, for a guy who could command Bryce Harper type money.
Absolutely, he's
That's
better
what I
than
was-
Harper.
That's what I was getting ready to say. is
Yeah,
I
that's
thi-
a
I think
$300 million player.
I agree. I think they'd be getting him at a discounted price.
Huge.
And, some guys realize that that's more money than I'll ever need. And maybe he's happy in Milwaukee.
Yeah, I'd say he is.
I mean, that's,
I don't think they're going to win the Central though.
okay.
Cardinals will take the
It's
Central.
24 mil a year.
Yeah.
I mean, Harper and them, they're getting 30, 32, 33.
Yeah.
Who are you picking in the Central? Chiefs?
No, I'm picking it in the
I
Cardinals.
think he's got Chiefs.
Probably.
Cardinals in the Central.
They are red.
I got the Reds
The
in the
only
Central.
reason.
I have the Reds second.
I have the Reds in the Central. I have the Cardinals not even finishing the season.
Really?
Yeah.
You think they're just gonna
gonna
peter
say-
out around
yeah.
130 games?
Yeah, they're just going to say, fuck it.
How funny. You've got the Cardinals not finishing. I have the Cubs dead last.
Well, at least
the
we're going to finish.
Yeah.
I think it'll probably
Pirates will be dead
Pirates
last.
will be dead last and then the Cubs.
Yeah, it's gonna end up being the Reds, and then the Brewers, and then the Cubs, and then the Pirates, and then the Cardinals are null and void because they don't finish the season.
Right.
Fair. Fair.
Forfeit. They're gonna have a lot of 9-0 losses.
There we go. All right. Did you guys have anything else in baseball that you want to go over? Oh, I wanted to say that one fan that fucking dressed up with the camera. Like he went and he
Didn't
had
see this.
Oh, it's hilarious. He actually went out, had an Astros jersey made, or an Astros jersey, bought an Astros jersey. Then he actually paid somebody to professionally remove everything off of it, and it says asterisks on it, and on the back it says cheaters and everything like that. Went to a game for the Astros, and he was decked out in he had a fake cardboard camera and stuff like that.
Oh, they took it from him.
Huh?
They take it from him?
That I don't know.
I bet they did.
There's pictures of
So
him.
he disguised himself as a member of the media.
No, he disguised himself as the guy that's videoing. He's making fun of the Astros, but it was fucking great.
I want to see somebody
Yeah,
go
the guy
dressed as a
videoing
trash
that
can.
would be a member of the media, wouldn't it?
Oh, I guess. I don't know.
I think they get press passes.
Probably.
Yeah. So
No.
Again, I was right.
Whatever.
Come at me again. Jesus.
3 times today, Jeremy. Good job.
I want to see one dressed
you're
as a
out.
garbage can. That's what I want to see.
Mitch is in.
Yes.
Mitch
Correct.
is the new host.
Correct.
Then again, you're just asking to get beat with a bat.
True. Yeah, that's
Scotty, you should go dressed as a garbage can.
No.
You know nobody's gonna fucking spit sunflower seeds into you.
Yeah,
True.
That's true. You're
Right on
safe
the
from
fucking
that.
ground.
It's gonna
God
just
damn
be
it, that pisses me off.
right next to you. Okay, well that's everything I got. Let's get moved on to our new segment. This one is which one are we doing first? Let's do the wager of the week.
All right.
You want
Do
to do
we
that
feel
one?
up to doing both?
Oh yeah, we're gonna do that.
All right.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is our new segment. This is called the Wager of the Week.
This is the Ginger Crush Wager of the Week, brought to you by Varshay's Lounge at 417 East Douglas in Wichita, Kansas. May all your wagers be lucky.
Okay, so today's Ginger Crush Wager of the Week, sponsored by Vorshay's at 417 East Douglas. What do we got there, Derek?
Wager of the week this week is going to be kind of an over-under. When is the Astros' first brawl going to be in the regular season? Before or after the end of May? So May 31st is the cutoff date. Is it going to be after May 31st or before May 31st? Jeremy?
So if you take the before, if June 1 comes and it doesn't happen,
It's after.
that's after.
Yeah.
That'd
Or not at all. You could say or not at all.
I'm going to take definitely before. I mean, they're going to be playing the Yankees,
Yep.
who are super pissed at them, even though it's going to be in Houston. That series, that's in mid-May, but every fucking team wants a piece of these assholes.
Yeah.
And they're already getting frustrated with it now. There's going to be some mound charging. There's going to be, it's going to get ugly.
Yeah, I'm taking the under here. I think because, and here's the other thing. I think the longer the season goes, the less of a chance that it happens. I think later in the season, I bet you, and the other thing that I really don't want to happen, I don't want it to be during the preseason, because I think if it happens during the preseason, there's going to be like special stipulations made by Major League Baseball that if it happens during an Astros game, they'll fucking lose their shit.
Yeah.
So I am also taking the under. I'm taking before the end of May.
I'm
Derek?
going before the end of May. I'm looking at a specific week.
Ooh.
I'm looking between April 10th and the 15th. It's a road trip. They open up on the road. I don't know if it'll happen right out of the gate, but then April 10th they play the Rangers for 3, and then they go to Tampa for 3. I think it's going to be somewhere in there. 17 games in is my sweet spot. I think against the Rays in Tampa. I don't know. I just think the AL East is it's a scrappy division.
Yeah.
So I've got them on April 14th against the Rays as my pinpoint fucking date if I had to pick. But it wouldn't surprise me if it happened in Texas the week or a couple days before too.
Yeah.
Don't mess with Texas. It's not nice to pick on retards.
Here's what I would love to see happen. Every team, every franchise has an up-and-comer down in low A's or something that is a fucking fireballer. Just some guy who can throw 100, 101. He may be a fucking reliever that has enough gas to throw to one batter. Who knows? But the first game of every series with every team, I hope they call that guy up and make him the starter and just have him go through the lineup once.
The ejections are going to be crazy.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be it's going to be a hair trigger for that.
Do you think they will be, or will the umps
turn their head?
Turn their head, because they've got a stake in this too.
I understand.
Because this got by them.
Yeah.
Made them look foolish.
But
worse than normal with stupid uniform.
Again, I think it's going to be Rob Manfred's trying to protect him any chance he can. So I bet you he's probably informing the umpires that if somebody gets hit in a game,
that's it.
Gone. Pull them. They're not even going to.
Yeah, but there'll be grievances by the umpires union, and he doesn't want to have to stand up to that shit.
Right. But no, I agree. I think it's going to be definitely the under. I think we all said the under.
Yeah. Every one of us did.
Okay.
And that's already getting to him in spring training.
Yeah.
And so I don't think it'll happen as so much at home as I think it'll be on the road. And I think it will be fucking standing O when it happens. I think the entire stadium will stand up and fucking applaud.
Yeah, I agree.
It will be the first time in history, if it happens against the Yankees, that I will root for the Yankees for anything. And because I would love to see Judge get a hold of Altuve and just fucking see how far he can throw him. Just throw 100-mile-an-hour fastball with Altuve.
Yeah, for sure.
Can.
Yeah, exactly.
He could chuck that fucker from first to second. I guarantee it.
I'm so sad they don't have interleague against the West this year. Their interleague is against the NL East, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah, they play the Mets at least, so it may be the West, but I know they play the Mets in May. So I'm guessing there's no Dodgers series this year, which is very disappointing because that would be fucking epic. Oh my God.
If it was on the road, they may not even go. They might just forfeit those games.
Oh,
that
no,
could be a fucking second LA riot.
Yeah. I hope.
Yeah, they play the East. They play Philly, Washington, the Mets.
Damn it. So they won't play LA until
at least 21 or 22, yeah.
They're not going to play
until the World Series. LA. All right, so that is our Ginger Crush wager of the week. You can check out Vorshay's Lounge. It's what sponsors that segment at 417 East Douglas here in Wichita, Kansas. Good friend of ours, Ginger Crush, runs that place. That
down there making
excellent
bets
establishment.
Yes, they have cockfighting every Thursday. No chickens, just dicks and razors. That's it.
Yeah, and anyway, moving on. All right, next.
Good fucking ad on there.
Sorry.
You really contributed.
I had nothing.
You fucking zinged it there, Scott.
I am
Want
seriously
some lime with that Corona.
I am feeling awful, and so my brain is just not working right.
All right.
So
You must feel awful all the time.
Thanks, man. All right, next segment. Moving on. This is my favorite one. This is the segment that always seems to be the most popular.
So let's not do this.
Yeah, fuck it. We're out, folks.
This segment is called the shitty situation. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is this week's shitty situation. Is it brought to you by anybody?
Oh, it could be brought to you by whatever you like, Scott.
Okay.
By Charmin.
By Strike
Could
Force.
be
We'll go with
Strike Force.
Yeah,
could be
Strike
Derby Sport Clips.
There you go.
Yeah, it could be.
Could be.
Yeah, I
We
can
haven't
think of a real
mentioned
shitty
any of them.
situation. Would you rather go get your hair cut at Derby Sport Clips or anywhere else? If you choose anywhere else, you're wrong.
Yeah, you are. You're a fucking idiot.
All right, so what's this week's shitty situation?
Okay. All right. We've all seen these, I'm sure just seen in passing, these adult movie theaters, these novelty stores where they have what are some of the worst arcades ever. The video games in those places suck.
I don't know. I'm pretty good at Street Fister.
Are you?
Yeah.
Nice.
And Scrotal Combat.
Street Fister 2. That one where there's the fucking Ken and Ryu. They're the same character.
Yeah.
Street Fister. It pisses me off. It's fucking cheap. It's lazy.
Oh God.
Anyway. But a lot of guys take pleasure in going in there and relieving their jizz from time to time. I'm guessing they do it manually. Maybe they buy a toy. I don't care what you do.
Let's ask Pee Wee.
Sure. But unfortunately, we can't have floors full of jizz. So somebody has to go through the humiliation of having to mop up other men's semen at adult movie theaters.
Oh, gross.
Sometimes they'll do it with mop. Sometimes their tongue, Scotty.
Oh, I'm sick, man. Don't make me throw up.
You shouldn't have given me a fucking sickly look. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had to go to this territory. I need you to puke before we get off the air.
Oh, no.
Anyways, now, that has got to be one of the most humiliating experiences a person can go through, having to physically mop up another man's semen after he's pleasured himself, or some other man has done it for him.
Or Scotty likes to call that Tuesday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or-
Well, it's got to be somebody else's jizz. His is just pools of his own. He goes months sometimes without cleaning it up.
He saves it.
What's the other
sometimes-
situation?
Saves
for
it in
the love of
Gatorade
God?
bottles.
Sometimes, he tries to repurpose it into toner for his printer so he can have more jack-off material.
What's the other situation?
Hell, it is
Or-
bloody, so you could use red.
Or would you rather be forced in such a humiliating fashion to use the VIP entrance at Maddison Square Garden like what Spike Lee's having to do?
Ooh.
Damn, that's tough. God.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead, Derek.
I'd rather mop up the jizz. I mean, watch a fucking Knicks game? Are you serious? I would take jizz all day than watch the Knicks. My God.
You
and,
would.
And no, I've never been to a fucking NBA game, but you don't want the Knicks to be your first. You know what I mean? That's like when your buddy hires some hairy, foreign, fat prostitute to lose your virginity to. No, I'd rather just wait an extra 6 years and fuck your mom.
Oh my God. Jeremy?
Oh, I'd much rather mop up jizz. There's
my God.
some dignity in that. I mean, I wouldn't mind it if somebody saw me doing that. Using the VIP entrance at Maddison Square Garden, on the other hand, I have it on good authority. I heard they're letting black people use that.
Oh my God.
So, I'm not about to do that
jeez.
shit.
Oh my
I'm not as
Lord.
good as them.
That's awful.
That's where I was going with that.
Oh,
See what I did there?
Yeah, I see what you did there.
Uh-huh.
I'm using the VIP entrance. Hands down. I would be publicly humiliated, and ridiculed like Spike Lee, but if they told me and said, hey, use the VIP entrance, that's what it's for, I'd go, all right, sure, no problem. I'm good.
So you would endure that and have to go through the hell of your front row tickets
Oh, yeah.
To the
See, it's
Knicks.
To the Knicks.
to NBA basketball.
I'll
to
sit
see
next
the
to
best
Spike
players
Lee.
in the world play the Knicks.
Not this year, he won't. He's not going back this year. he
That's
said.
true. He did say he's not going back.
He's so full of shit.
I don't know. Yeah, he is full of shit, but
Yeah.
I think I
He's
think
a good guy, though.
Good guy, though.
as long as he's a good guy. But I think after being, as much as this is blowing up, I don't think I don't think he's going there.
Yeah, he would certainly get called out for it.
Oh yeah,
He
for
said
sure.
he wasn't already.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
God,
that's it.
You talk about a fucking fit.
Yeah.
You poor bastard.
Yeah. Anyway. Hey, that's all I got, guys. That's it. Anybody else? Oh no, you've got a show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Friday in Topeka at the break room.
Kansas?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Topeka, Kansas.
Yes.
Capital city.
Top City is what they call it.
Top City Comedy, yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
That's
I don't know.
top
Top short
city.
for Topeka?
Top City, a whole bunch of tops just walking around.
No, top Topeka.
I get
It's
it.
way better than Arkansas River, for fuck's
Scotty,
sake.
that fucking all those tops walking around, that's heaven for you, isn't it?
No, he's more of a bottom guy.
Right.
Oh, wait, yeah, it is
Nothing-
heaven. Shit.
Right.
Zoom! Right over my old fucking head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So definitely go check Derek out if you're in the area. He's actually good at what he does. He does more than making fun of me the entire show.
No, that's actually my new
That's
act. I
his
got a
old-
whole new hour just ripping on you.
Sweet.
I have a projector behind me, and it's just photos of you.
Oh, yeah.
It kind of changes like an in memoriam thing, like at a funeral service, and I just rip on you for the whole fucking hour.
Nice.
And then as kind of a tribute to you, then at the end they print off some of those pictures and jerk off on them. And so, yeah.
Speaking of which, come with your mop.
Okay.
Bring your mop. It's BYOM, Scotty.
It's weird.
fair.
This shit on Scotty act is getting rave reviews.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, actually, everybody seems to like that, which I'm totally fine with.
It's one thing they like about you.
Yeah.
That's why I grew that beard so I could mop up jizz.
Oh, is that
Is
right?
that true?
Anyway.
I like it.
All right.
Now I like the beard.
Thanks, guys. Love you so much,
Absolutely.
jackasses.
Get to feeling better. You think
Yeah.
that's maybe where you caught this?
Probably.
Probably some
yeah.
stranger's jizz.
Yeah, probably. Trying to clean it up and didn't wash my hands.
Is it? That's why you would much rather take the VIP entrance. Grass is always greener.
If I have to feel like this any longer than today, I don't wish that upon anybody.
Well, Mitch can always take over for you.
Thanks, Mitch.
He's never had the mic yet.
Yeah.
I'm anxious to give him a shot.
Okay.
Anytime.
He
He's been
stutters.
fucking chomping at the bit for it.
Fuck
Yeah, but he stutters.
Yeah, he does. And he's still better than you.
Yeah, it's true.
How is that?
Stuttering Mitch.
Yeah, stuttering Mitch. Anyways, guys, we are the Unfiltered Sportscast. You can check us out on Facebook at the Unfiltered Sportscast. You can also watch all of our episodes on YouTube. You can find that under Unfiltered Sportscast. Also follow us on Twitter, at Unfiltered Crew, and Instagram. I'm actually getting better at Instagram though. Yeah, I'm actually doing pretty good on that. And that is the Unfiltered Sportscast as well.
Rate yourself 1 to 7.
Oh,
How good are you at Instagram?
oh, how good am I?
Yeah, how good have you gotten?
How good have I gotten? I went from a solid 1 to now about a 3. That's about how good I am.
Good.
Yeah.
That gives us a lot better idea.
It's like
of what-
reverse high school.
Yeah.
I heard you were a solid 3 in high school, and now you're a 1.
Anyways, guys, we would seriously appreciate if you know somebody that would like to listen to a podcast like this with 2 excellent stand-up comedians picking on me the entire time. Do us a favor, share it with your friends. You guys are our advertisement, so we always say that if you like us, wait, what do I always say? I can't even think. If you like us, tell your friends, tell your family. If you don't like us,
We hope you get the coronavirus, you're quarantined to an hourly rate motel, and you have nothing to watch but Tyler Perry movies.
if you don't like us,
Tell your enemies.
and until next time, guys,
Take that filter off and make it dirty.
see ya. Take care.